Hey guys, so Ed Lover was recently on a show, and he actually stated that Wu-Tang Clan was the best rap group of all time. And I made a comment and said that N.W.A was actually, they changed the world. And I had a comment, and my buddy, I cannot remember your name. I am so sorry, but you know who you are, and I got much love for you. But I had to do some research. I had to look this up because I wanted to have a black and white, straight up, in my face truth about which group was really more influential and which one made the most impact. Now, I love both of them. I think lyrically, Wu-Tang Clan is absolutely phenomenal. I think RZA, Method Man, Redman, they are just, as lyricists, they're fantastic. Their grooves, their sound, it's just amazing. But when it comes to the writing and the producing and just the cultural impact that Dre and Cube and Easy and MC Ren, I'll even throw the Doc in there. They're just absolutely fantastic. So, PopCulture Kumite time, and I'm going to throw N.W.A versus the Wu-Tang Clan. Here we go. All right, group origin. N.W.A came out of Compton, California, to where the Wu-Tang Clan came out of Staten Island, New York. The core members from N.W.A is Eazy-E, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, MC Ren, DJ Yella. Wu-Tang Clan, the RZA, the GZA, Method Man, Raekwon, Ghostface Killah, ODB, Inspector Deck, You God, Master Killer. Studio albums. N.W.A only had 2. The Wu-Tang Clan had 7. Best-selling album Straight Outta Compton was 3 times multi-platinum. Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers Platinum. Estimated group sales. N.W.A did 10 million sales. Wu-Tang Clan 12 to 15 million in estimated group sales. Now the iconic solo artists Dre, Cube, and Eazy-E versus Method Man, Ghostface Killah, Raekwon, Old Dirty Bastard. I would say Redman should be in there, but that's just me. Total group and solo sales 70 million for N.W.A. Dre and Cube lead it. They pioneered gangster rap. Oh, I apologize. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm sorry. 40 million for group and solo combined for Wu-Tang Clan. So total and group and solo sales, N.W.A beats Wu-Tang by 30 million. Cultural impact. This is what I was getting at. Pioneered gangster rap, political controversy, defined West Coast sound. The cultural impact from Wu-Tang Clan revolutionized East Coast sound, martial arts fusion, lyrical depth. And like I said, lyrically, they are fantastic. Their whole groove, their whole flow, everything about the Wu-Tang Clan is just amazing. First fun fact, WWE 2K, when I had my sound and I had created myself, my entrance, was Protect Your Neck. So that's just me. Anyway, all right. Entrepreneurship, Beats by Dre, Aftermath, Cube Vision, Film Media, versus Wu-Ware, Indie Empire, Film Scores, Tech, and NFTs. Movie TV Legacy, Straight Outta Compton, major box office hit. Not to mention Friday and all of those other movies, but we'll get to that in a minute. Wu-Tang Clan had the Wu-Tang An American Saga. That was a Hulu plus all of the documentaries and indie films. Hip Hop Legacy. Okay, this one's interesting. All right, N.W.A. Blueprint for gangster rap and West Coast dominance. Blueprint for hip hop artists, collectives, and underground innovation for the Wu-Tang Clan. All right, affiliate sales. This is expanded legacy. All right, so N.W.A. and affiliates. N.W.A. 7.7 million. Dr. Dre solo 32 million. Ice Cube solo 10 million. Eazy-E solo 2.5 million. Eminem 220 million. 50 Cent 30 million. Kendrick Lamar 10.2 million. Total combined 312 million records sold. That's incredible. The Wu-Tang Clan and their affiliates. Wu-Tang Clan is a group, 11 million. Method Man, 4 million. Ghostface Killah, 2 million. And the others, Raekwon, GZA, RZA, ODB, Redman, I guess, $3 million for a total combined of $20 million sold. I'm sorry, 20 million records sold. So 312 million versus 20 million. The final verdict, commercial influence, well, N.W.A. wins. They win. They have Eminem. They have 50 Cent. Then you go into your movies, your Fridays, your Beats. You go into, all of Dre's branches of legacy that he's got with Eminem, with 50 Cent, with Kendrick Lamar, and to this day, who hosted the halftime show of the Super Bowl. N.W.A. branch hosted the halftime, he performed at the halftime show in the Super Bowl. So that's something to be said, honestly. All right. Cultural and artistic ecosystem. That one's interesting. The Wu-Tang Clan gets that one for their style, their innovation, and their lore, integrating martial arts and all that good stuff, so they get the cultural and artistic. I agree 100% with that. Artistically, the Wu-Tang Clan, just straight up, they're the goats right there. Group sales, Wu-Tang actually edges out N.W.A. I want to say by by $2 or $3 million, but they do. N.W.A. weren't together as long, so in that aspect, okay, cool. Total legacy and impact, all artists, everybody. N.W.A. is the winner, just by the reach, the volume, and when I say change the world, so I was around, in my teenage years when N.W.A. broke up, and it was heartbreaking to me. It was hard. It was really hard because I was torn, especially, how Q branched off and did America's Most. And, he just took it to a whole other level, especially when he got to around Death Certificate and did No Vaseline, right? And I was still involved. I still loved N.W.A. I still love 100 Miles and Running. I was there, and just held always into something as one of their best songs. So loved it. But, when they branched out and then they started bringing in, when Dre went to West Coast and got, not went to West Coast, I'm sorry, Death Row, and got Tupac and got Snoop, and just what the original Chronic did and how much it branched off, and it just completely just took off, and it just changed the world. And it really did, from the sound. I mean, even the beef with the East Coast, especially with Puff Daddy and Notorious B.I.G. and so forth, which I think they probably took over the East Coast rap, because you don't really remember the Wu-Tang getting involved with any of this beef that they had, and that's actually a good thing, because that's why they maintained so much. They concentrated basically on themselves and F everybody else. But, culturally, and the impact that it made in the world, N.W.A., you just cannot deny it. Whether it's Friday, Straight Outta Compton, which is probably one of the highest grossing biopics ever. I know it got beat by Bohemian Rhapsody, but it's still, in 2015, still made an impact. And that's how far the reach went. So in my opinion, yes, the winner is N.W.A. from the pure impact in the world. But you just can't deny, from when it comes to substance of what how your sound, the Wu-Tang Clan is not to be messed with. So that's just my opinion. Leave it in the comment below. I know my buddy out there in TikTok world that left me that comment that we kind of went and agreed to disagree back and forth. I know you're going to chime on this and go for it, brother. Just do it, man. Knock it out. Say whatever you want to say. It's cool. But that is, I had to do research. So there you're, numbers don't lie. People do. Numbers don't. Let me know what you think. Winner of the Kumite is N.W.A. Did I get it right? Leave it in the comments below. Let me and T know. And we'll see you down the road.